Yeah, 70.
I'm passing this on to someone who likes tanning more than I do. I am
From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill today, Kodai Senga. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Just about ready to roll. Randy Arozarena getting ready to hit. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. And we're underway from Queens. Swings through that one for strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
No. What's up with that? Well, again.
The 0-2. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Next offering is foul back. 0-2 now.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
That one missed. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Runner on at first with one gone. Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. This one in the air, center field. Robert under it. 2 down. And now it's Josh Naylor. upstairs.
Barbie book. What? You got a Barbie book about paddles?
Yep.
Oh. What? Yeah.
The 2-2. And that one upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And a base hit right there. Runner holds up at second. 2 aboard now.
No, he's in there.
Everything came together for him. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Check swing, went around. That is strike 2. That's inside. Raleigh at second. Naylor on at first with 2 down. In the dirt. That one not close. Ball 3. Got him.
I thought that shit was gonna curve back. This shit, dog. I thought it was gonna curve back. It's my bad.
We go to the bottom of the first. And taking the ball for Seattle, Emerson Hancock. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And a big swing and a miss. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Got him. Now there's one away. One out, man at first. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Lined, and that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
The left fielder, number 7.
Brett Baty up now for the Mets. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That's it.
Get the fuck out of here, you bum-ass nigga.
On now to the top half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Oh. No, that's inside.
The 2-1. And that skips in the dirt. Next pitch in for a strike. Full count now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Base hit center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Here's a 2-0. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And the sweeper is off the plate. There's a swing and a drive. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And a 3-2. Sets him down looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 out man at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
That's the ball.
This one in the air center field. Robert under it. And there's 2 down. Cole Young up next for the Mariners. That's to third. Bichette gets it to first. And that is back here at Citi Field. Bottom of the inning. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's off the mark, and the count's full.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
The second baseman.
Here is Marcus Semien.
Semien.
And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. The 2-run shot, and the Mets on the board first. It's 2-0. Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. Two runs across in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground, right side. Throws the first in time. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Check swing, didn't go. Now 1-2.
Ball 2.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Wow.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Payoff pitch. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it.
Hold up.
Francisco Lindor sent it out. It's their second home run of the inning. So 2 down. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
No, that's a ball.
I gotta keep it going.
And it's fouled away. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1-2 now.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now, Jorge Polanco. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Bichette around third and headed home. He'll score easily. It's 4-zip. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Robert, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up. Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is...
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. In comes the run from second, and the lead is up to 5.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're...
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Jose A. Ferrer.
It's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Baden takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Base hit! Robert on his way around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's now a 6-run lead.
He was all over that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Oh.
That's towards center. Rodriguez drifts towards it.
Ouch.
And that ends the inning.
Don't need no caption. Oh, we live in lavish. Shit, drip, drop. I know you see the fashion. I know you see the fashion. Just a type of pretty you ain't never seen. Cold. Oh my God, man. Pull up with some hoes. Better have a bag.
Back here in Queens, here's the Mariners leadoff man, Randy Arozarena.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Next to hit, Brendan Donovan. Ground ball right side, could be 2.
Oh, shit.
Safe at second, and he gets back in. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. Here's Josh Naylor. And ball 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Not able to hold up on that pitch in the dirt. Strike one.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And Naylor swings through that one. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One out. Runners at first and second. Pitch misses. Full count now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Panzone. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Out to center. Should be extra bases. And there's 2 down. So they're all loaded up. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball one. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. That one misses. And now 3-0. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Raley stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that one ripped to left, and that's the 3rd out.
That's something going. Okay, so the 3rd.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Marcus Semien. Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Ferrer goes 6'1", 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One and 2 here. Stays alive. The changeup missing, and the count is even 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Up next for the Mets.
Now it's the right fielder, Carson Bench. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Check swing called strike. 0-1. In the air to left center. Arozarena under this one. 2 up, 2 down. Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That was straight queso right there.
And he chases that one. And that
Fuck out of here.
start of the 4th. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. To the right side. Vientos takes it to the bag. One pitch and one out.
The batter number 2.
Cole Young up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
No. Oh.
The M's down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. Now a step off the rubber to reset. And a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Out to short. Lindor on to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. This one popped up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Citi Field, bottom 4, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Bo Bichette getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Unable to get there, and it's in the gap. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one. Both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now it's going to be Jorge Polanco. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Arozarena gets it in. That holds the lead runner, and now they've got 2 in scoring position. Here's Luis Robert.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody.
In the air to left center. Rodriguez makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that is a big first out. Runners at second and third and 1 out. And next for the Mets, Brett Baty.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch gets away. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So, man aboard.
Come on, boys. Come on, fucking do this shit.
Brendan Donovan, the new pitcher in the game, Huascar Brazoban.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning. Well, these Mariners looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Josh Naylor will hit next.
No, that's a ball.
No, that's a ball.
And a 2-1 on the way. Foul ball.
Get the fuck down. Homeless is coming down the pipe with that shit. He's crazy.
2-2. And that's a strikeout looking. 2 on with 1 out. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Swinging a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if he can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
2 outs, runners at first and second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Foul ball there. In the dirt, blocked. 2 on, 2 outs. That one misses. And now 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Now a chance for Luke Raley. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. Cut on and missed. And it's a strikeout. And that is the inning. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Brett Baty up now for the Mets. Outside, ball 1.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
The batter, number 10.
1 out. Edward Bizardo will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at second. Swinging a foul out of play. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
There's 1. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. Inning over. Top of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. Cole Young up next for the Mariners.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
That clips the corner. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one lifted to left. Baden under it. And there's one down. Third time through the order now. Next to hit, Randy Arozarena.
Oh.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Luke Weaver.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Weaver measures 6 feet 2 inches, 180 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2014. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Donovan, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Back here at Citi Field, where we go bottom 6. Carson Bench up now for the Mets.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Way inside. Good job to fight that one off. And they'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Here's the catcher for the Mets.
Nigga, fucking whole team is juiced up.
Cisco Alvarez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Alvarez checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. And the 1-0.
No, that's a ball.
That one missed.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Arozarena should have this one and makes the grab. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Oh.
Lindor tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. The 2-1. Ground ball right side. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Inside. And it's a full count. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
What?
Bo Bichette.
Now pitching for Seattle, number 47, Matt Strahm.
Lindor off of first with 2 away.
Oh.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Base hit into the outfield. Lindor zipping around third. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third. 2 outs, bases full. Luis Robert Jr. the next to hit. Swing and a miss at a slider. Late on that fastball.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the 0-2.
That's the ball.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's some bullshit, man.
2-2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. We go to the top of the 7th, so now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Stays alive. That one misses. 2-2.
All right, so in this at bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
Bench takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Here comes the 0-1.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Right side, hard hit. Simeon toss over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Oh.
Gets to it with a slide. And that's a great play for the out. Back here in Queens, set for the last half of the 7th. Brett Baty up now for the Mets.
Oh.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Gabe Spire.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Hauls it in, 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that's a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Naylor takes it in for the out. Out number 2. Carson Benj digs in now. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Base hit. Lead runner around second. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
2 on, 2 outs. And downstairs. Hard hit, base hit. 1 run across. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. So back to the top of the order. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And that is out of play.
No, that's high.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Fouled off left side. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. We go to the 8th. In now is the Mariners DH, Luke Raley. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Brooks Raley.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Way out front for strike 2. it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. He's already homered in this game.
Out in fucking jail.
And a swing and a miss there. The Mets leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Cole Young now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. So now a pinch hitter, Leo Rivas, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Swings and misses, and the count is 1-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
2 down, nobody on. Up the middle, Lindor fires to first on the run, and they get
No, they
it.
coming up there. I just want to eat too.
Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 8th. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. That just misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball 2.
Next offering upstairs. And that one hammered. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. And next for New York, Jorge Polanco.
Oh.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Luis Robert Jr.
Ball. Inside.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Goes to second, back safely as he took a turn for third there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
No, that's high.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Up against the wall and brings it in. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Randy Arozarena. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Ray Lee, 37 years young. And he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2009. Here's the 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the ninth. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Down to the last out for the Mariners. And now for Seattle, Josh Naylor. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Ball game.